Hey guys, hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Your boy is back with another subreddit video, and today we're doing another episode of r/AITA, or Am I the A-hole? If you guys are new to the subreddit, it's pretty much just a massive subreddit where people post scenarios that they are in or have dealt recently, and you get to judge whether they're an a-hole or not, or we get to, and we get to play judge and jury. So it's a fun time. We get to see some silly situations and determine if someone's an a-hole or not. And yeah, it's also fun reading the Reddit comments after to see if we're in the majority or minority consensus. But yeah, if you guys are also new to my channel and you guys like my content, please hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me, and we are well on the way to 10,000 subscribers. That would be insane if I ever hit that, which hopefully we do. We are well on the way, and you guys have been great in supporting me. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you guys who's been helping out the journey. Also, hit the like button and comment section down below. It helps the algorithm, and I love engaging with you guys. And let's get into this. All right, first one here, comment section, or I said comment section. The title says AITA, or Am I the A-hole, for only getting a college graduation gift from my 28-year-old male son and not my daughter-in-law for that's 28 female. Ooh, maybe. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. Depends on the scenario. Let's read it. So I'm a 55-year-old woman that my son, who I raised as a single mother, recently graduated from grad school. His wife, my daughter-in-law, also graduated at the same time, and I gave a special gift of a bit of cash just to my son because I was so proud of him as a mother, and I feel a sense of pride since I raised him as a single mom. I figured my daughter-in-law had her own parents to get gifts for her. Well, my daughter-in-law texted me today saying she was very hurt that I only acknowledged my son, her husband's grad, and not hers, as she thought she was part of the family as my daughter-in-law, and they had been together for a while. She said she didn't expect the same amount of money, of course, but just a card or something. She said she felt like I overlooked all of her hard work and only saw my son's. However, I don't feel like I need to apologize or justify my choice in wanting to reward my son individually. I could be the a-hole for overlooking my daughter-in-law's accomplishment and only acknowledging my son's. All right, so my consensus on this is you're kind of an asshole. Reason being is, well, I think at first I read it and I was like, it depends on how close you are with this person. But granted, if she's going to be your daughter-in-law, and it sounds like you guys have been pretty close because you said that you've known each other for a while, like, you're kind of an asshole for not doing anything. Again, she said you literally could have just gotten her card and she would have been happy. Like, she wasn't expecting the same amount of gift or anything, but just to acknowledge that she did also graduate. And if she's going to be your future daughter-in-law, she is considered family. So you should treat her like family, especially if you have been with her like family. I mean, it would go the same of both ways. If you had a birthday, wouldn't you want your daughter-in-law to get you something? As much as, like, it doesn't have to be the same as her actual mother, but you're her mom now too. And so, yeah, you're an asshole for that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's a shitty situation. And you know what's funny? Last week's episode, we didn't have any assholes. So here we go. First one, and you're kind of an asshole. It doesn't hurt to just get somebody a small little present just to show that you do care about them. And it doesn't have to be the same amount of, like, thing. She said literally a card would have been something great. But yeah, you're kind of an asshole. Okay, see, all right. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. You're the asshole. She's 100% right. It's more about the gesture and thought. A card would have been sufficed. When my husband graduated, his parents bought him a car. When I finished graduate school, not at the same time as him, but long before we got married, they got me a grocery store orchid. I was incredibly touched by them even considering me. Your choice to reward your son individually with money is not what's in question here. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's awesome that you got him money. That's great. It has nothing to do with this. It's more about the fact that you're about to have a daughter-in-law, which is going to be considered your daughter, like, literally, and you didn't get her anything at all. It's your choice to not celebrate your daughter-in-law's accomplishment. That is the issue. So the fact that you typed this sentence is telling, I don't feel like I need to apologize or justify for my choice in wanting to reward my son individually. It makes it clear that you don't even respect her enough to listen to her about what she's actually getting upset about. This is the equivalent of getting your son an elaborate gift for Christmas and nothing at all for your daughter-in-law, and then saying, I don't think I need to apologize to explain why I got my son a gift. Yeah, that's literally not even the problem. I think it's like an understanding issue. This person's not understanding the actual issue at hand. That's a great analogy, by the way. She's asking you to apologize or even explain why you completely ignored her accomplishment, not to get defensive about your right to celebrate your son's accomplishment. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. No one is questioning you getting your son a gift. She's simply pointing out that it was thoughtless and a bit rude for not acknowledging her accomplishments too. You clearly saw graduation as something to honor and celebrate, and trying to justify it by saying that you're a single mom or she had her own parents is problematic, especially if her parents had been welcoming to your son, which probably is the case. Neither of their graduations from graduate school are primarily about you. Yeah, it has nothing to do with you. Both of them put in hard work. Both of them are your family. Obviously, you might do more for your son than your daughter-in-law, but celebrating one and completely ignoring the other is not great. This is one of those situations where you're telling your daughter-in-law that you don't actually consider her a family at all. Yeah, dude, that's true. That's hurtful, man, I bet. Which may seem small, but has some longer impacts if she and your son do stay married for many years. Yeah, dude, that's huge, man. And like, you want a good relationship with your in-laws for sure. Even if you're purely as selfish as you came across here with this post, there will probably come a point where she won't consider you as family either after small incidents like this happen repeatedly. And if they do have children or you ever need elderly care, expect to lose out. Wow. What a deep, well-said fucking post. Actually, let's go back to that. The post itself only has 5,800 upvotes, but this one response had 21,000. I fully agree. Oh my God, that was well said. Great analogies. I commend this Redditor, Kelpie Main, because that is exactly how I felt, and she put it in like better words. That's so true. People don't even consider that. Like, if you want your future in-laws, which you do because that's your fucking kids, like, wifey, husband, like, that's so important. Why wouldn't you just do a small gesture? I would advise just apologize, and you don't even gotta give her a gift now, but like, look for the next time, all right, here we go. Am I the asshole for not telling my husband I'm going to bedroom to cry? What? Okay, here we go. An interesting one. All right, me, a 32-year-old woman, and my husband, a 31-year-old man, we're driving home from our friend's place. I still had to take the dogs out for a walk, and it was past midnight. We were both tired. On the way, we talked about something that was painful for me, and I started to cry. Oh, that's really sad. I'm sorry. We arrived home, and my husband asked a more detailed question about my feelings, which I answered. After a short moment of silence, I got out of the car, went inside, and took out the dogs. When I came back, my husband was doing his evening routine, cooking, and starting to watch Netflix while eating. I brushed my teeth, fed the animals, and still crying, went straight to the bedroom in a sad mood. I got under the covers to cry. I didn't want to disturb my husband's routine. Oh, very sweet of her. Because I knew that he would come next to me after completing them. When he came, I was still awake and feeling miserable. He put earplugs in and said to me, "Good fucking night." Whoa, this is crazy. What the hell happened? What did you guys even argue about? This is some salty levels, like some Pacific Ocean type beat salt. I was shocked and asked why he talks to me that way, and he replied, "Think about it till morning." Okay, dude, what an asshole. When I demanded to know what I did wrong, he told me that I had first offended him by getting out of the car in the middle of the conversation, which he would have accepted, but when I didn't inform him that I was going to the bedroom after brushing my teeth, I offended him. Brother, what? You did not communicate at all. So how do you expect? This is just such poor communication, and did not follow good manners. I don't think you're following good manners, brother. I agree. We have a habit of telling each other when we are going to sleep, but this time I was emotional and just wanted to cry my feelings out. He eventually apologized for what he had said, but I'm still really sad. Okay, well, at least he apologized, but still. English is not my first language, and I apologize for many mistakes. Okay. Dude, what? You're not an asshole. What? You had to go to the bedroom to cry. What the fuck? He's an asshole for not understanding. What low emotional IQ from your husband. So last time your husband saw you, you were crying, or at the very least in an immediate aftermath of crying, and he chose to complete his more normal routine instead of checking in with you. Yeah, he's the asshole for that. That's fine, especially if the subject of blah, 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 but it's a choice that he made, knowing that his spouse was upset. Up to this point, not an asshole. But then he comes in and immediately picks a fight with you instead of checking in on if you were okay. Not the asshole many times over. In fact, his level of self-centeredness in the face of your obvious distress is so over the top that I'm forced to wonder if this was just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, the guy's an asshole in this situation. All right, we move on. I digress. All right. Am I the asshole for no longer helping my mom? For all my life, I had always had a rocky relationship with my mom. She was never a good parent. Crucial part of the story, my mom, desperate for an out after taking care of my ailing grandma, subjected herself into dating apps where she met scammers. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That sucks. She thought they genuinely loved her. She neglected my brother, grandma, and I for these men. Eventually, she got out of the environment with my aid, but she blamed me for a long time for why she was depressed. She doesn't believe depression today. Wow, that's crazy. And can't find happiness. Basically, that I ruined her life. Wow, blaming your children is crazy. Now, as an adult living away from my family, I decided to visit during Christmas. Every day since I've been back, we've argued. Today, it was about her fiance. The entire family, including extended relatives, think that their marriage is doomed and that it isn't right for her. She asked today why I disliked him so much, so I listed my reasons. We eventually got back on the topic after the scammers from before, and I explained to her how hurt I was back then at the nasty things she said to me and for blaming me. Her only response was, well, people say things like that all the time. Dude, that is such a bullshit excuse. What? No apologies, no thanks for helping her. Yeah, it doesn't sound like your mom is the type to take blame. She further elaborated, saying that she was an adult and I should have let her fall into that rabbit hole so that she'd learn. Get the fuck out of here. How? Your mom does not sound like a great person, dude. That's insane. This is the same lady who calls me for trivial things like how to attach a picture to an email. That's hilarious. Can't cook and requested me to make meals for her every day and can't even clean dishes properly. I was enraged to say the least. I spent the first 18... Yeah, your mom is a child, by the way. I spent the first 18 years of my life being her assistant, and now that she told me that she never appreciated anything I could ever do and I should let her be. So I told her not to ask me for help anymore. She asked to be an adult, so I let her. And it stormed off. Big facts. Yo, for real. I'm glad you did that. She's upset and still holding a grudge and wants me to make dinner tonight, which I refuse. Am I the asshole for letting her be the adult she wanted? Fuck no. I don't care what anybody says. Dude, if your mom's literally asking for it, it sounds like she's insufferable. You do something, it's never enough. You don't do something, you get yelled at for not doing something. It's a lose-lose situation. My mom got involved with scammers. TLDR, my mom got involved with scammers when I was a teen. She blamed me for her unhappiness when I helped her out of the situation. Presently, she says I should have let her fall to rock bottom back then because she's an adult, and so now I've refused to help her for anything else. Yeah, I'm glad. The general consensus, you're not an asshole. Not the asshole. Let your mother fail on her own from here on out. She would probably still try to blame you. Exactly. It's a lose-lose. Because it sounds like she will never take accountability for herself. But you can say you were not involved with anything she is doing. Put yourself first and don't hesitate to go low or no contact with her for your mental health and peace of mind. Good luck, OP. Fully agree. And very well said. You just need to get out of that situation. All right, title of this one says, Am I the asshole for refusing to make plans for one weekend a month? Ooh, interesting. Okay. My girlfriend and I have decided to try to be more active this year and go on more walks and hikes in nearby areas. We prefer this to the gyms as it allows us to go to nearby towns we wouldn't have otherwise visited. My girlfriend is slightly overweight, whereas I am a healthy weight. We were talking about how often we were going to go out, and my girlfriend said at least one fairly long walk per month. Okay. With it going to be at least 2 when the weather is better, as we'd only be able to go on the weekends. I was fine with that, and I told my girlfriend I'd like to have at least one weekend where I do nothing and just stay at home relaxing, watching Netflix, reading, or playing video games, etc. She said she thought that we were going to be more active, and I pointed out that our plan that we will be, but that doesn't mean I don't need downtime. I said having time to do nothing isn't healthy and is needed to not burn out. She said it would be a waste of a weekend, but I told her it wouldn't be a waste for me. And if she doesn't want if she doesn't want to, then she's free to make her own plans. She just said it looks like I'm already not looking at not sticking to our plan, but I just told her about being more active doesn't mean spending every day free being active. I said it's not healthy to not have a few days off. She just said I shouldn't need a weekend to relax. Wow. And that it's too much, but I disagreed. She said I should be open to make plans, but I told her again that I would be making plans for the majority of the weekends and I'll be taking one for myself. Am I the asshole for not making plans for one weekend a month? I don't think you're an asshole. No. I mean, it's one weekend out of 4. There's 4 weekends in a month. And if you plan to do walking with her 2 or 3 weekends in a month, you get 1 or 2. That's fine. That's a nice compromise. I don't think it's an asshole at all. Nope. Pretty easy. Consensus. There we go. I mean, you guys let me know in the comment section if you guys view differently. Although I will say, it's not that hard to walk, but I will say if you're traveling to go on a long walk, it might take up your day. Weekends consist of 2 days. On your active weekends, do you plan on walking, hiking both days? For me, it's just best to have one day to chill and when I can sleep in and then not do much and then another day to be active. Yeah, true. And then the OP says, normally on a Sunday, we'll go see family, grocery shopping. So there isn't any time for us to go on a walk or relax. Okay, so it seems like you have to pick one or the other. Not the asshole. People need different things to recharge. Yeah, everybody has different social battery things. Some people will recharge from a walk, but some people won't. If you need to stay home and do nothing special, then the willingness to give your girlfriend 3 weekends out of the 4 seems generous. She can be active 1 weekend a month by herself. I see lots of people walking around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I won't say she's an asshole, but she is a little bit more of an asshole to not be considerate of your social battery. Or not social battery, but recharge battery. All right, let's read this one. Am I the asshole for not going with my boyfriend to his friend's wedding? So she's 33 woman, and the boyfriend's 34. So my boyfriend's friend is getting married in a few months, and we are invited. The groom is a childhood friend of my boyfriend that a few years ago moved into another town, which is where the wedding is going to be held. Same country, but far enough to where we need to fly there. And that same day, I also needed to attend a conference for my field of work that is going to be held in yet another city, significantly far from the wedding location. The conference is a pretty big event, and I'm going to make a presentation for my team's work. Unfortunately, the last day of the conference is also the day of the wedding. When I told my boyfriend I couldn't attend the wedding because of it, he got upset and asked me if I could skip it or leave a day early. I told him I cannot skip it since it's an important event to me and my team, and I can't leave early because I need to be present on the day, on the entire duration of the attendance certificate. All right, I'm already going to pause here. Any good husband, boyfriend, whatever, would understand this and and would just go to the wedding by himself because he understands that your life, your work is important in your life. And everyone, again, is the main characters in their own stories. And so it would be selfish of him to expect you to drop your stuff for his friend. Also, I don't even know which day the presentation is going to be yet. Hence, I cannot decide anything beforehand. I tried to come up with other solutions like taking a train right after the conference is over. Wow, that's being extra generous. I wouldn't even want to stress you with that if I was your hubby. What? Since the wedding is late afternoon, but I thought it would take at least 8 hours and I wouldn't make it. Also, by plane, it would take longer because the airport is a few towns over. My boyfriend got mad at me for this. He didn't explicitly say it, but we had a conversation on the way to meet some friends, and he barely spoke to me the entire night. What a fucking asshole. What? Your emotional IQ is so shit. Not the girl, the boyfriend. I get that he's not happy about it, but I don't understand why he's mad at me. To me personally, it would be different if it was a friend's family member or a family member's wedding, whether mine or his, or a close friend to both of us, in which case I would choose to skip part of the conference and arrange someone else to do it, the presentation. However, I think it's a bit different since I don't even know the bride and groom. Dude, she doesn't even know him? This whole time I assumed that she knew the guys. Yeah, if you don't know them, no, fuck no. What? You were definitely not the asshole. I briefly met the groom twice and never met the bride before, which means they're not going to be upset if I'm not there. Only my boyfriend is. I don't think it's wrong for me to choose what to sacrifice depending on the people you are sacrificing it for. Yeah, that's very valid. In other words, my boyfriend has skipped events in my family for things I considered good reasons, such as work or things that he has scheduled. Yeah, it sounds like your boyfriend is not being considerate at all. Also, I want to mention that we would be going to the wedding with other people from my boyfriend's friend group, so that he would not go alone anyways. So please tell me, am I the asshole for thinking there's nothing wrong with my boyfriend attending the wedding without me, given the situation? No, you're 1,000% not the asshole. Your boyfriend's being an asshole, not the asshole. I agree with all your reasons. This is not a joint friend or family member. You have a work obligation. He has built a social group to hang out with. It's just going to work out to go. He needs to gain some maturity. I can understand being a little sad or frustrated at the situation, not at you. Yeah, for real. He sounds like an immature little brat. You said your boyfriend has missed your family events due to work conflicts. Have you ever pointed out the double standard that he has hold? Yeah, for real. Have you ever asked him if he thinks your work and career aspirations are less than his? Wow. That could be the start of a bigger conversation. Yeah, that would be an intense one, I bet. Fuck, dude. Yeah. Dude, yeah. It is insane to think about the people out here that just genuinely have zero emotion IQ. Like, especially in a relationship, you got to understand the other people. And you got to view both sides as equal partners in this relationship, right? Like, what the fuck? Anyways, always interesting going on Am I the Asshole or AITA. It's, for once, we found both sides, because last episode we only found people who weren't assholes. But yeah, that was a compelling one. Interesting. I'm really hung up about that mom that didn't get the daughter-in-law the card, you know? It's messed up, man. Anyways, don't be an asshole. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.